Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In the previous video lecture, we completed the first 4 questions from this chapter. In this video, we are going to discuss the next 4 questions with detailed explain in a very simple way. If you not watched the previous video yet, I recommended you watch it first because it will help you understand the concept better. So let's start with question number 1. The question number 1 says mass per unit volume of a substance is called density. It is also a definition of density. Formula of density is mass per unit volume. Arrange the following order: increasing density like air, exhaust from chimneys, honey, water and chalk, and cotton and iron. First, let us understand what the question is asking. We need to arrange the given substance from lowest density to highest density. Now the important term here is density. So firstly, density means how much mass is present in a given space. Let us understand two words. Mass means how heavy an object is or how much matter it contains, like related to weight. And volume means how much space an object occupies. So density tell us heavy or light for its size. Now remember one important rule. If it is a gas, it has lowest density. If it is a liquid, have medium density, like greater than gas but lower than solid. Generally, solids have very highest density. Now let us see the substance. Exhaust chimney. Number 1. Exhaust chimneys. Exhaust from exhaust. Wait. Yes. Exhaust from chimneys. So here it is a hot gas. Hot gases very light. That means its density is very low. Number 2 is air. Air is gas and has low density. Number 3, it is a cotton. It contain air, spaces, so low density. Next one is water. Water is a liquid, or liquid contain low density comparison to solid but higher density comparison to gas. Number 5 is honey. Honey is, wait, honey is liquid but thick comparison to liquid but thick comparison to water, but high density comparison to water. Next one is chalk. Chalk is a solid and high density. Next one is iron. Iron is solid and it has highest density comparison to chalk because its particles are closely packed. Got it? So exhaust chimneys has very low density. Number 2, air. Number 3, cotton. And number 4, water. Number next, honey. Next, chalk. And next, iron. That means highest density is iron, and lowest density is exhaust chimney, and reason is also explained here. Next, question number 1 is completed. Let's move to the question number 2. Tabulate the difference in the characteristics of state of matter. This question is asking us to compare three states of matter like solid, liquid, and gas. The comparison is based on properties like a shape, volume, and movement of particle. Let us understand in solid we know that the in solid the particles are very close together. The particles are very close together. So solids have fixed shape and fixed volume, and they have high kinetic energy, sorry, very low kinetic energy. Very low kinetic energy, it reached to approximate 0. Next, in liquid we know that liquid are loosely packed each other. That means it contains space between them. The solid particles have some space, so liquids flows and take the shape of container, but volume remains same or fixed. You can say same or fixed also. So liquid particles have space between them. That's why liquids are flow and take shape of the container, but volume remains same in liquid. Next, we are going to discuss in gas. So, in gaseous particle, the space between them is very large comparison to liquid and solids. This contain very large space between the particles, and they have very low amount of force of attraction between them. It is negligible. It is a negligible, or it contain it contain the shape also the container, and it contain high compressibility. That's why we fill gas in the cylinders. So particles are very far apart and move freely. So gases have neither fixed shape or nor fixed volume. It contains shape of the container. Got it? So this is the main difference between three states of matter like solid, liquid, or gas also, on the basis of shape, volume, and movement of particle. Next, let's move to the question number next. It's a B part of question number 2. Comment upon the following: rigidity, compressibility, fluidity, filling a gas container, and shape and kinetic energy and density. So let's discuss this point. Yes, first one is rigidity. It is a property of solid. Rigidity is a property of solid. means the ability to maintain shape. Ability to maintain shape. Next one is, we can say in a simple word, solid or rigid. That means solid rigidity is a property of solid. Wait, property of solid. It is a property of solid. Or we know that solid are rigid because their particles are tightly packed. So it is called a rigidity. Next one is compressibility. In a simple way, we can say ability to compress. Compressibility, like ability to compress. Compress means the ability to decrease the volume when pressure is applied. Ability to decrease volume when pressure is applied. Gases have, wait, gases have high compressible because there is a lot of empty space between the particles. We know the gaseous particles are far away, that's why it contains a large empty space between them. So gaseous particles are highly compressible. Next one is fluidity. Fluidity is a tendency to flow. Wait. Fluidity, tendency to flow. Tendency to flow, like liquid and gases, like liquid and gas can flow. Can flow because they have tendency to flow. So they are fluid because both have tendency to flow. That's why we called it is a fluid. Or we can say tendency to flow or ability to flow. Ability to flow. Next one is filling a gas container. So we know that gas particles contain very very gases particle have lot of space between the particle. That's why it is highly compressible, or due to the highly compressible, it is filled in the container easily. Gases particle move freely in all directions, so they spread and fill the entire container. Next one is shape. So solid have fixed shape, liquid and gas do not have fixed shape. You can write this. Next one is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is related to motion. Kinetic energy is related to motion. Like when temperature is increased, the movement of particle is also increased. That's why kinetic energy is increased. When temperature is low, here is a very low movement in the particles. That's why here kinetic energy is very low. Next one is density. Density is the mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume is called density. It is a definition also. The mass per unit volume is called density. And what is its SI unit? Here SI unit of mass is s- small m. Sorry, SI unit of mass is kg, and SI unit of volume is meter cube. So we can write density of SI unit of density is kg meter inverse cube. It is a SI unit of density. Generally, solid have highest density, and gases have lowest density, and liquid contain medium densities comparison to solid and liquid. Let's move to the question number 3. Answer number 3. Question number 1, third says a gas filled completely the vessel in which it is kept. So reason is that gas particle move randomly in all direction. So we can write here gas particle move randomly in all direction, and there is very little force of attraction between them. Because of this, they spread and fill the entire container. Next one is that a gas exert pressure on the wall of the container. Gas particles are always moving. When they collide with the wall of the container, they apply force. When they collide with the walls of the container, they apply force. So force on unit area is called pressure. Force on unit area is called a pressure. So gases exert pressure. We can say gases exert pressure. Next one is wooden table should be called solid because its particles are highly packed and it does not flow. That's why it is called a solid. We know very well. Next one is we can easily move our hand in air, but to do the same through a solid block of wood, we need a karate expert. Why? So, in air, particles are far apart and force and weak. Wait, right? We can try to understand. In air, particles are far. We know that air is a example of gas. So, in gas, particles are far away and it contain large amount of space between them. So, in air, particles are far apart and force are weak. Force are weak. So, our hand moves easily. In wood, particles are closely packed because it is a solid. Are very closely packed, and force of attraction are very high. That's why the movement is difficult. So movement is difficult. So it is a answer of this question. Last one is liquid generally have lower density as compared to solid. We have also discussed the density about the solid, liquid and gas in the answer number 1. So I hope you have also remembered So, liquid generally have lower density as compared to solid, but you must have observed that ice float on water. Find out why. That means why ice float on water. So, what is its correct answer? This is a very interesting question. Normally, solid are denser than liquid. We know that. But that science and chemistry contain a large amount of assumption cases. So, when water freezes, the particles change themselves in a special structure with more space between them. Because of this, volume increase, density decrease. Got it? Since ice has lower density than water or it float. So student, in this video, we have discussed all the question with detailed explanation in a very simple way. I hope now the all concept are clear to you. If this video help you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss upcoming science videos. Thank you for this watching.